guys feel about this election?
It's very important. We have to get that orange man out of the office. It's very important to use our voice, especially as millennials, to get this out the way so we can at least get somebody new in the office. Or, Biden isn't new per se, but he has some knowledge, so I would rather have him than, Trump.
The other guy.
Yeah.
I feel the same way pretty much. I feel like it's important because none of us thought these last 4 years would be the way they were, or none of us thought we would have the administration we have right now. We thought that was just like out of this world, but we did. So now it's like we don't want that to happen again. So let's do what we can, even if it's just a little bit. Like it's easy to get up and go vote, so just go do it. Try to do what we can. We complained for the last 4 years, so might as well do something about it.
How important is this election to you?
I think that this election is super vital. Honestly, as an African American woman, I think it's kind of like a life or death situation with this election.
How do you feel about this upcoming election?
I think it's an incredibly important election. Coming out of a pandemic and an economic downfall, I think it's very important for people to get out and vote, that this particular election means so much.
This election is so important because so many events have gone on across the country for the last several years that have really changed what America is supposed to be about, and not for the better. So this election is important that everybody come out and make the statement that we know we're all Americans, we know what America is supposed to be about, and we want to see that reflected in the people that we elect and in the policies and laws that they enforce to protect all of us.
What method did you choose to vote and why?
I just did the absentee ballot, and just because of COVID and honestly convenience, thought it was just as good as standing in line on election day.
And how do you feel if President Trump was to be reelected?
I won't be happy about it, but it's like I said, I think it's going to be a tight race, tighter than people are thinking it's going to be, and I hope he's not elected. I don't like the direction that the country's going in, but I'll deal with it, and maybe his second term would be better. I don't know.
How important is you guys being young folk coming out and voting, and how early on was it when you all started voting?
Well, yeah, this will be my second time voting. I've graduated college. I think it's important to start early because you voting to prepare the world for like when you're an adult. You may not know a lot right now, but the person you elect now or the person you vote for now could affect what happens in your future. So I feel like that's why it's important.
What are some of the things that you're hoping to see the next president implement?
I think a more unifying message. I think there's too much divisiveness, and on both sides, quite honestly. But I think more of an American theme, and just a president for all people.
I would hope that whoever wins this election prioritizes criminal justice reform. I think it is really a stain on our country, and we need to do more to fix the system because it's really broken.
Yeah, I think we need unity in our nation. The nation's divided right now, and I also think, like I said, I'm starting out in my career. I think economic stability is really important, especially coming out of this. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping our next president will unify the nation while also providing some kind of economic turnaround.
As far as change, I want pretty much everything to change. I want the kids that are stuck in ICE to go back to their parents. I want the people, just in general, I want our people to progress. Like we've done a lot of work over this in this quarantine. I feel like we're progressing. I want us to continue to progress regardless of who's in the office or not. We've been using our voice a lot and using our actions, so I feel like we need to continue to do that because they're finally listening. Granted, it took like a long time, but I want us to keep doing that and like not let up. So
I think with this administration, the next one, what I want to see change is pretty much, I just want to see something normal. Honestly, like I'm not really too into politics. I don't like to indulge in it because it's frustrating and it's kind of annoying. But overall, I just want to see something normal. Like this last 4 years have been very abnormal and childish and just weird. Overall, I want to see something normal. And like she said, I want to see something done about the inequalities and just the weirdness of like keeping kids at ICE or at the border and all of those type of things. I don't want to see anything. I don't want our president to be a social media star tweeting and being childish. I want to see a grown person, a normal person doing
an actual
good things.
President.